Grand Rising Heathens. 6 o'clock Monday morning. Already a little sticky out here this morning. Made a little walking this morning. My recorder. We're gonna end up swinging around up that way. You know what I mean? Gotta check on something real quick this morning. Took some good vitamins, vitamin D. As an elder. To my youngsters. As an elder, had to take my vitamins this morning. Cat and a squirrel chilling together. $27.01 over there. They'll be pulling up soon. 6 o'clock. They partied all weekend. Now it's time to report back to the what? Plantation. Time to report back to the plantation. Partied all weekend. We be out with the birds and the squirrels. Yeah, they got to report back to the plantation this morning. Master said, look at all that trash. God damn, somebody got evicted. God damn it. Y'all see that? Somebody got evicted, y'all. They keep it tight over here. Y'all know that. I don't see my man out here this morning, the big hillbilly. Hillbilly John. He look like a bona-fide hillbilly. From the suspenders to his motherfucking beard, you heard? Yeah, I wanted to get around here because when they had that motorcycle thing going on, y'all, they had busted the windows and shit out at this former motorcycle club here that ain't been active in years. Right here. So I'm like, why the fuck would they bust the windows out? Some like piss right here too, y'all. Right here. Look. Why would they do that, y'all? Why would they do some shit like that, y'all? Look. Look what these Negroes did. Allegedly, because I wasn't here to see it, but I noticed it wasn't like this before they came. And this used to be, like I said, independent CC riders. So I don't know what they had going on against another motorcycle club, but that's childish. Because that building, look, independent CC riders, Southeastern PA, this building ain't been jumping in years, y'all. So why would they? Even that back corner window busted out too. Grown folks did that. That was Friday and Saturday night. The motorcycles was gathering out there. Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. Before you break into my house, you're on your own risk. With a picture of a 45. Yeah, y'all, why would them grown ass people do that? You know what I mean? Damn, look at that shot there, y'all. Had the sunrise coming up. Great grand rising. Blue ice. See blue ice over there chilling. Everything. Holland Avenue train station here, y'all. They building something else back there where they built that warehouse at on 4th Street. They building something else back there too, y'all. They brought that whole lot. That used to be the motorcycle club hangout. That building right over there. It was all dirt and woods and shit back there. White man got it, cleaned that shit the fuck up. Said, look, y'all rent ain't been paid. It's time to evict you niggas. He evicted them niggas out of there. And, he put some cement down. Brought the land, put some cement down, couple bricks. Told them niggas to keep it moving. So now they just be everywhere with it. Expensive motorcycles. Whereas though they could have put their money together. See, they gutting it out, y'all, right? Told y'all we gonna check it out before and after. It's the before picture here, y'all. Before joint. Let's get around back. And it's gonna end up like that. It's gonna end up like that when over there, y'all. What's up, baby? All right. Y'all see how they gutting this motherfucker out, right? They done got the motherfucking trenches dug out. Fenced them all the way around. It's the back of it. Right here. It's the back of it, y'all. It's the back of this shit here. Bricks. The back half of it, just the side of it. They putting that motherfucker together, y'all. Damn. Whoever brought this motherfucker, y'all, and putting this motherfucker back together. As long as you got your bricks, the foundation, you good. The rest of that shit can be replaced, you heard? And I guess they said, fuck it, I'm with the challenge. I got the bread, I'm with the challenge. And then it's gonna end up like that joint over there. That joint was fucked up. You heard? This joint right here. This joint right here was fucked up, y'all. It wasn't as bad as the joint right there. It wasn't as bad as that. But this joint here was fucked up. And they brought this motherfucker back. You heard? Look. They got the for rent up in there. I'm gonna get the information for y'all. Right next to the church. Damn, how many apartments they put up in here, y'all? Let's count them. 8. Right across from 2J's. You want to rent it out? We made it housing at gmail.com. We made it housing at gmail.com if you want to got the proper permits and everything. Veteran housing, 1 bedroom. Unit, washer, dryer, housing, voucher programs accepted, HUD, Section 8, community action, email, we made it housing, right there at the bottom. We made it housing at gmail.com. Anybody in the neighborhood, just the address here, 608 Holland Avenue. This motherfucker, look, they done even did the whole goddamn patio out this joint. Where you can pull up and park if you want to. You know what I mean? You got your private parking right here. Y'all. That motherfucker nice too, y'all. Right up. And like I said, that crib right there, they gonna do that one next too, y'all. The same way they just did that one. Guaranteed. Right across from 2J's on Holland Avenue. Easy access to all types of shit. I don't know what's up with 2J's though, y'all. They've been closed the last couple of weeks. Man, they ain't got no they still got shit in. Yeah, they still got shit up in there. But they ain't been open either, y'all, for a couple of weeks and shit. They've been down for the kids out. Man. We just gonna bang around, y'all. Come on out. But they got some more cribs on this side here too. This the 700 block. This joint right here look like it was 4 apartments up in this joint. too. See the 4 mailboxes right there. That joint ain't been occupied in a minute. You know what I'm saying? They got a crib right there, 710. Then that joint right there with the X marks the spot. That's a joint that was on fire. 714, 12. We skip, huh? What up, nephew?
No, you ain't got no dick. Don't wave his hand.
All right, bang, man. How are you? Everything good? Huh? Damn, I ain't bring nothing out with me. Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a long time, man. I haven't seen you in a while, man.
I've been around the slow motion, that's all.
They came like that, you call that, man.
Oh, they came like that.
That's awesome, man.
What size shoe you wear? What size shoe you wear? 9, 9.5. Yeah. Next time I see you, I got something for you, all right? And some pants too, all right? I'll see you in a little bit, all right? All right. Morning, how you doing, fam? All right. Look out for him. I got some sneaks and shit. Said about a 9, 9.5. I got some sweatpants and shit too. Damn, I gave them sweatpants. to another person that was in need of them and shit. But I got him though. I most definitely got him and shit. Y'all in the neighborhood looking for some seafood? This on 9, y'all. We did this before, but I'll do it again for those who didn't see it. Right here. Located right across from the gas station. Old Rite Aid right there, y'all. Gas prices $3.19, $4.50, and $4.60 now, $4.70. Yeah, we just out, y'all, this morning. Just out kicking it this morning. We might end up ending up down there by Chappies. Remember I told y'all what Chap did. I ain't gonna dwell on that one too long, no, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna dwell on that too long. About the Chappie situation. But we might end up walking past the store. Silver Campus over here, little Chester Mini Police Station too, y'all. That's it. I've been there for years. When I was living behind the hospital. Yeah, this here, man. Sad, man. Only if y'all knew the story about this crib, man. Devastating. Very devastating. See that? It's a story about that. Very devastating story about that house there. Right there. A loser got rid of that motherfucking spot right there, y'all. That was paid for. A loser got rid of that. And that loser is no longer with us anymore, y'all. You know what I mean? The loser ganked his members up to sell that crib. Fuck it, we ain't sugarcoating shit. The pastor of St. Paul of Chester, Aaron Donnelly, I did a video of the rise and fall of St. Paul. It's on the channel. Y'all can check it out. And like I said, man, that motherfucker came to Chester. He wasn't even from Chester. I think he was from like Baltimore or something like that. But every year, y'all, these churches go to these conferences and they decide where that pastor gonna be at. That been that been preaching. They decide on where they gonna put these pastors at. They go every year to these conferences. People that's in the church know what I'm talking about. See that? I don't want to jump all over the place, but we'll be back to that. But anyway, like I said, y'all, every year they had these churches and these different pastors go to these conferences and they figure out where they're gonna be preaching at. You know what I mean? And this one pastor came down here from Baltimore, Aaron Donnelly. Man, house used to be nice crowd. Nice crowd, always been down St. Paul. St. Paul's used to rock 3rd Street, y'all. 3rd and Lord. This Negro came, you want to be a gang member / the toughest motherfucker in the world type of motherfucker, right? Part of the Divine Nine. He'll support his motherfucking He'll wear his motherfucking colors truly. It's Divine Nine house nigga shit, right? So right then and there, I knew right then and there this nigga ain't shit. When I see these Divine Nine ass niggas, I can't stand them niggas. You understand me? Because I know they part of some go along, get along gang motherfucker. And they took an oath to another deity, right? Which brings me to a pastor who took an oath to another deity, right? And what the Most High say about worshiping another deity, y'all? You can't have two gods. You understand me? It's impossible to have two gods, y'all. That's if you following the scriptures, which a lot of them do, right? They pay their tithes every week. You know what I mean? This, that, and the third. They go to these conferences every year. The church is a hustle. You know what I mean? They don't see you there. They'll start sending letters to you, calling you. Only thing they looking for is your tithes. A couple of dollars. God damn it. Go out and get a job, god damn it. Jesus ain't asked for money. God damn it. But anyway, yeah, man, he tore that church, took that church down, man. That church had a lot across the street from the church. Gamed them up to sell that. I don't know what he did with the bread. What else he do? That house I just pointed to, that was the, oh, here go the joint right here, y'all. We gonna get right back to that coon ass nigga. 4450, here go that Audi right here that we seen, y'all. They put a price on there, 4,500. 4,500, y'all. 2014. We most definitely put a price on it. And we walked right past that, let me see. Because he had that G6 too. I don't see the G6. It's not, it might be down here. But there it is here, y'all, the Audi that we seen. Anybody in the neighborhood. Got 168 on the dash. But he did mark it up for 4450. Can't beat that. I don't see that G6. Somebody must have copped that joint. That motherfucker was clean. Somebody watched the video and said, hold up. The G6? That motherfucker was clean, y'all. That motherfucker was clean. Oh, nah, here it is right here. He still got it. Marked it. Oh, yeah, 2850. And then the LaCrosse back there for 3850. A little cleaner shot of it. The G6, Pontiac G6 hood a little. Look like it can be buffed out though. On the hood. And the G6 right here, the 09 joint. Man, this motherfucker clean too. What's that, a Cruze, Chevy Cruze? 2014, 2950. This bitch glass. Right? That bitch glass, y'all. What is it? Yeah, Chevy Cruze, 2014. No sunroof or nothing like that. That joint clean, y'all. That motherfucker clean as a motherfucker, y'all. This motherfucker clean too. Yeah. Malibu. 07 Malibu. I can see the seats a little stained up. Door a little fucked up over there. Little sunroof. Might have been under some water, y'all. Them seats look like they've been under some water. Inspection, it's inspected, but it's clean. And use some work, probably gotta put it on the lift. See what's really popping with him. Y'all know this that lacrosse. 2010 for 38.50 need to be inspected if you're on PA. Paint a little fucked up down here. $38.50. $38.50. I mean, just gave y'all another exclusive while we down here. But we gonna keep it moving. We go that little Civic. We go that Civic right here. $23.50. It's a little too much, Mel, for this joint. 04, come on, Mel, stop, man. Damn, look at this joint here, y'all. $34.50. Big Super Duty. That's too much, man. This joint right here should be go for like $15.50, something like that. Stop, man. 04. But look at this joint here, y'all. Big workhorse, Super Duty joint. You use some tires, probably. Tires a little bald. You know what I mean? Tires a little bald on him. That shit rusty than a motherfucker, man. What y'all think? A rust bucket? Big rust bucket? Big Super Duty rust bucket? That shit, y'all. That's why I said when y'all come, bring y'all mechanic with y'all. You know what I mean? Workhorse, but workhorse, but the bitch rotted out like a motherfucker. Right next to this road, Nissan Road 2950, 2012. But it's an F250 too, y'all. You're in the neighborhood, F250. For that joint. Right across from M&A's, legendary M&A's. Across from Caliber Collision. Up on 9. And I told y'all he got cars over there too. But get back to that Uncle Tom weak ass nigga ass lawyer. I mean pastor that came from Baltimore down here, and it was the downfall of St. Paul, like I said. That motherfucker came down here and sold everything. You heard? Sold everything that wasn't bolted down. And if it was bolted down, he still sold it. Using his members to do his slimy work. You understand me? Yo, when I tell y'all, that dude ain't no pastor, man. Straight up. You exposed yourself. See, a lot of them expose their self, y'all. Sit back and just pay attention to them. Because they'll show you that they took oaths and deities, took oaths to other deities. You understand me? And they don't follow the Bible that they preach out of every Sunday. They don't follow that, y'all. You feel me? And then for them to game y'all up, look at Earl the Squirrel. I don't know what he want to do. And the game y'all up to pay y'all tithes, that's a form of extortion, right? In the name of who? Jesus. That's a form of extortion. In the name of who? Jesus, that's what they say. But like I said, that dude was appointed to that church to tear it down. And that's just what he did. He accomplished it. Because now, like I said, he was here for a good minute. Whereas though he should have only been here a good 3 to 5 years, and then they should have moved him around. He got too comfortable, right? Whereas though he thought he was bigger than the program. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, but he thought he was. He thought he was bigger than the program. Hold on, heathens. Like I said, this dude thought he was bigger than the program, and ain't nobody bigger than the program. But like I said, they should have gave that dude 3 to 5 years to be down here. They gave him way more time for him to sabotage everything St. Paul built on all their life. You feel me? The status of the members, you understand me? Everything they built, from the land to the parsonage house, this dude came in and eliminated all that. From their land that they own across the street from the church to their parsonage house that they own. We just walked past on 9th Street, 9th and Wilson. That was the church parsonage, whereas though when pastors get elected to that church, they got free housing. But now, since this creep, douchebag, that's just what he is. Yeah, I said it. God damn it. Fucking heathen. Tore the church up. Left him in some type of bankruptcy. And then after he did his mission, and then he probably cried like a little bitch to get moved after he sabotaged everything down there. You feel me? Sabotage everything down that motherfucker, y'all. So like I said, every year they got these pastors, whereas though they take them, they all meet up. This is the church thing again. Conference. More of a vacation. Right? They all meet up to see where the pastor's going to end up at. Is he going to end up back at the church, or is they going to move him around? They knew they was going to move that nigga around. They knew they was going to move that nigga around because that nigga sabotaged everything that church had to offer for that nigga. You hear me? That nigga sabotaged everything. Fuck the church up, y'all. Fuck the church up. Members and shit start leaving. He started making the sermons about individual people. Dude, the fuck is going on here? You making your sermon about another man? Nigga, fuck wrong with you? You bikini wearing ass nigga? And I said that to say this, because them Divine Nine fruitcakes, they some sweet ass niggas, y'all. Straight up, they some sweet ass niggas. Them Divine Nine ass niggas, they got secrets, y'all. They got body boy secrets. Body boys. That's what I call them. Potty boys. You understand me? You want to join that organization to be a potty boy, nigga? And hide your secret that only they know about? And they can reveal on you at any time to take you down? Fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas, y'all. These niggas around this motherfucker is all about being part of the go along, get along gang. Some type of organization. Fuck that organization. God damn it. And most these y'all preachers and pastors and imams and deacons are part of some organization that they took an oath to. So right then and there, you can narrow it down that they're a hypocrite, right? To the religion. That's why I just look at these motherfuckers, y'all. When they start jaw jacking, you know what I mean? When they start jaw jacking and all that old hypocrisy talk. I look right through these motherfuckers, y'all. With my bionic eyes and shit. But yeah, y'all, that pastor. So now, they had their last conference, right? Well, not just their last conference. Now, it's been, what, 2-3 years now he's been gone? Good 2-3 years? And guess what, y'all? They didn't appoint no one to St. Paul Church after the conference. Why? Because they was in bankruptcy. From who? The last pastor that just left, that cried like a little bitch to get moved after he sabotaged everything St. Paul had to offer. And that's a 100% fact. Let me loop around. That's a 100% fact, y'all. And not only that, he had the Congress members have a house built in Delaware. Brand new house, y'all. After they sold the parsonage, sold the land across the street from the church. And he said, look, I smell roaches. Y'all know that roach smell. But anyway, he told them, like the rest of these hypocrisy-ass preachers, Jesus said, y'all gotta build me a house from the ground up down Delaware, right? He said, Jesus told us, he said to his congregation, Jesus said, I should have a new house in Delaware built from the ground. They did it for him, y'all. They did it for this nigga, man. And not only that, yeah, God damn it. I'm sharing the tea, God damn it. Tiffany. That check, right? What you gross, Tiff? What you gross, Tiff? What you go home with? How much you make an hour, Tiff? $18. Being news this morning, that's all. Whip that check up out of there. This mask I got on, y'all, that motherfucker's soaking wet. I sweat a lot, y'all. My ball, when I had that bald head out, I be sweating like a motherfucker. I call to wrap it up, though. Keep that motherfucker wrapped up in the do-rag. Straight up. Keep that sweat, look like and I just show people, right, without the do-rag on, right, what it look like. Look like I jumped in the pool, y'all, and came out. That shit be running. Clear water, though. Clear water. That shit be running. You know what I mean? That's why I keep that do-rag on. Keep that sweat up there. You know what I mean? Real. But yeah, back to that nigga, y'all. These motherfuckers, y'all. Everything that was taught and told to us was a motherfucking lie. Especially with these niggas. These niggas took it to a whole nother level. Worse than the slave master did. Them niggas was worse than the slave master. You hear me? To this day, niggas. You doing crazy shit. But anyway, this nigga said Jesus wanted him to have a house built from the ground up down Delaware. They built it for him. We gonna spill the tea, goddammit. Come on back down here, holler at me, nigga. You in DC now, nigga. Say that old gangster shit. Talk all that old gangster shit. Nobody was trying. Motherfuckers was looking for that shit. But anyway, I guess his wife found out that he was cheating and shit. She started cheating. This the pastor, y'all. That shit was like a motherfucking a fucking show on TV. She done hooked up with a young buck from down there in Delaware. Young buck banging her back out. Young buck banging your wife back out, nigga. She ended up kicking him out the house, y'all. She kicked him out the crib. Out the new crib that just was built. That he said, Jesus said, I should have a new house. Right? I don't want to jump all over the place. But y'all know this spot here. This was Chappie's spot right here. The one I told y'all that took over the boxing gym for my grandpa. He had a store right here, for those who don't know Chappie. This was his store right here. May his soul rest in peace. But the situation happened right there. I pulled up the store. He out front, one worker fixing a tire. 3 old heads on the bench. I pulled up, give me some Phillies. You been working out? Yeah. Let me see what you working with. Slapped the dog shit out of him, dropped him. Picked him up, sat him on his bench. I pulled off. I went on down the waterfront. Told y'all I had a relapse. And on some marijuana, y'all. When you say, yeah, I had a relapse, motherfuckers think you been hitting that motherfucking Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Nah, it ain't that. But yeah, y'all. That was the Chap store there. Chappie. Yeah, y'all, like I was saying with the pastor, yeah, the young buck started banging her back out. Kicked him out the crib. Kicked him out the new crib, y'all. Told him, in the law, I ain't got nowhere to go. So the law said, look, you got to go. To him, to the pastor. So the pastor goes, you gotta get her evicted. You gotta do the process. By then, he's smashing this joint. He's smashing your wife, nigga. Stress this motherfucker out. Stressed him the fuck out, y'all. But it was never about the peoples with him. It was always about himself, y'all. You know what I mean? Them type of motherfuckers, they don't last. They don't last. Making it all about themselves. Don't even give a damn about the peoples. You know what I mean? So, he had to get her evicted. He had to get her evicted and shit. And that's what he had to do. Then he had to change the locks, this, that, the third. Now he feels as though Jesus told him that since his wife been cheating on him and he been cheating on his wife, that he should sell the brand new house they just built down here. He said Jesus told him that. And guess what, y'all? The new crib that was built down Delaware, after he sold the portions down here, got another house going towards where he's from, Maryland, Baltimore. You're a pastor in Chester, and somehow, some way, the parsonage house down in Delaware / Maryland, fuck out of here. Never been like that down here in St. Paul. Parsonage house always been available for the pastor that comes to the church, and every church you go to. Free housing for the pastor. But this heathen, That's just what he is, a heathen. Destroyed all that. He destroyed all that. Know what I mean? And that was fucked up. That was really fucked up. Straight up. Know what I mean? Sabotage that church down there. And them members to let you know you really ain't give a damn about them. Know what I mean? Shows you a whole lot about these pastors, y'all. That they only here to line their pockets up. Save your money. Save your money. Save your blessings. You hear me? Hell with them tithes, y'all. Hell with them tithes, y'all. Fuck that. Jesus ain't asked for money. But there's put it in their scripture that he did. They'd make the scripture about Jesus giving up money. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Oh man, they'd make it all about Jesus said, donate this, donate that. Donate these nuts, nigga. Put the collection plate down here so I can put these nuts in there. Feel me? And that's the attitude y'all should have towards these goddamn fake ass pastors. That's swindling you for your dollar. And make the service all about a motherfucker that they don't like. And some of them pastors like to get in them churches, start messing with them ladies, y'all. That's what I think happened with that pastor. That's why his wife abandoned the ship and got a young buck. And had the young buck knocking her back out. Because he couldn't do it. The rhino wasn't working no more. You know what I mean? The rhino wasn't working no more. The rhino turned into a little poodle. God damn it. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all, but that's the situation with St. Paul. So when they went to the conference and they said, who's going to be the pastor of St. Paul Church, guess what, y'all? They didn't have no pastor for the church for the last couple years since that nigga left. That was an example of draining a church of its energy. It was that nigga, y'all. They ain't sound know why he got to that church, man. After this motherfucker took that church down. All them bishops that y'all go meet up with every year, snatch their dress off of them and see what's really under it. God damn it. Them goddamn bishops, they pimps. They the pimp to the pastors. The bishops are. That they go meet up with their pimp every year. And their pimp let them know where they're going to be at. We're going to keep you at that church because the revenue you bringing into us, it's a good thing. Or we going to put you at another church as a punishment of what you just did. But I guarantee you, a con artist and a scam artist, you can never take that from them, y'all. They're going to always be that they are. They're going to always be what they are. A scam artist and a scammer. They know. All right, baby. Yeah, y'all. So he ended up sabotaging the church. No other pastor was elected to the church. Like I said, those bishops ain't nothing but pimps. The pastors ain't nothing but prostitutes, right? And that's just what it is. The bishops are the pimps, and the pastors are the prostitutes that go out there and swindle you for your money. And it's a fact. That's a fact. So y'all remember that. When your pastor say, oh, we go to the conference, y'all know about the conference. The members do. Just know that the prostitute is going to the pimp to see where they're going to be established. Because it's a kickback. See, the prostitutes kick back to the pimps. You see what I'm saying? But if you ain't making no dollars like that, I got you on the scroll. The bishops, the pimps got them on the scrolls. Man, they did a nice job with the street. We paid this joint. But like I said, y'all, the bishop is the goddamn pimp. Right? And he tells the prostitute, look, I'm going to put you on 83rd in Indiana, goddammit. Get that bread. But the prostitute ain't making no money. The pimp gonna roll up and be like, look, what's the problem? What's going on? You know what I mean? Your donations is light every month, goddammit. What you doing down there? Oh, you know it's a little slow, but I got it. I mean, this the prostitute to the pimp. Same game in the church game, y'all. Same shit, y'all. Everything that was taught and told to us was a lie. It's for us to figure it out. And once you figure it out, you on code like a motherfucker. You heard? You on code like a motherfucker. Can't nobody swindle you with no bamboozle fuck shit. Cause you ain't going for it. Know what I mean? You ain't going for it. At all. You know what I mean? So be aware, y'all, of y'all surroundings. These fake ass motherfuckers, y'all. You hear me? Bunch of fake ass motherfuckers. Straight up. Well, but I'm gonna end the video. I just wanted to get out and you get to randomly talking once you get to walking and moving. You randomly talk shit. And all types of shit. But I'm gonna end this joint. It was a pleasure, y'all. It was a pleasure. You know what I mean? Take it on in the headquarters, fall back. Understand me? Next mission will be about my son is on his second driving lesson. Second driving lesson. All right, y'all. Till the next time. Peace.